Oh, this one. On this one, I have a bone to pick with Iggy.
Okay. Okay.
Now, again, this is no bet. This is just a bone to pick.
Okay.
I was watching the other day, and I thought I heard you say the Niners may not be all in for this season. Maybe they're all in for the next season. And I remember I was on the back deck. It was a breeze. The sun was going down. And I actually said out loud, huh? Why? So
they didn't say what I think he said.
So I wanted to say, take that back. So why don't you make
okay? Let me clarify, because I know it's a kind of a heavy-handed thing to say. I'm not saying the players aren't all in. I'm not saying the coaches aren't all in. Of course they are. I hope you didn't take it that way. I'm talking about the construction of the roster, more John Lynch. And here's what I mean. If the Niners were all in behind Jimmy Garoppolo, they wouldn't have spent their first-round pick on another quarterback. They would have spent their first-round pick on a player that could help Jimmy and this team win the Super Bowl this year. Or if they were all in behind Trey Lance, they wouldn't have Jimmy on the team because they'd spend his $27 million on multiple starters who could help Trey Lance. So it seems to me that no matter what they decide, who they decide to play, if they keep both guys on the team, they're inevitably in a situation where they either have their first-round pick on the bench, and that's not good, or $27 million on the bench, and that's not good. So while they're a very good team that is a contender, I think by having two starting level quarterbacks, you guarantee that you probably make the playoffs, because if one gets hurt, you got another to come in. You're probably not as all in to win this season as other teams that don't have a first-round pick on the bench or $27 million on the bench.
Okay. I vigorously disagree with you. Their roster is loaded, and it may never be this loaded again, and it may not be this loaded in 2022. They are ready to win now. And what they're doing with the quarterbacks, from my point of view, is not limiting themselves, but giving themselves the ultimate options. Remember, there's a month to go. They're going to know a lot more in 2 weeks and 3 weeks than they know now, and they'll do something. If it ends up that they start with Jimmy, but he's not that good, then they got the other guy, and vice versa. So I think what they're doing actually maximizes their chances, and it doesn't minimize their chances. I understand what you're saying. If they didn't have Jimmy, there'd be all that money to get other players. Their most important position right now is quarterback. They have everything else. Except maybe depth. They don't depth in the secondary and maybe the offensive line. I got it. I understand that. The most important position is quarterback. I think they're handling it correctly, and they're handling it like a team that expects to go to the Super Bowl this season. So I disagree with you.
Okay, fair enough. Let me just try one more time to clarify, because you made a lot of good points. I'm not going to fight you on this. I don't know what I was going to say. I think I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
I lost it.
Should I yell at you like Skippy? You would yell? Start yelling at each other?
I got upset. I'm nervous. You disagreed with me. What are we talking about?
We were talking about, are they all in for this season? And you had this thing of
okay. It just seems to me like, forget about putting Jimmy on the bench, putting Trey Lance on the bench. What we're saying is, like, the Niners are so good that they didn't need a first-round pick this year. They're better than the rest of the teams. I think they're good. I think they're good, Dad. I think they're a playoff team. But I think the Bucs are better. I think the Chiefs are better. I think the Browns are better. I think the Bills are better. I think there's about 5 or 6 teams in the league better than the 49ers right now. They're close. But if they honestly think that they're the best team in the league and they could just spend a first-round pick on a future project, I think they're wrong. I think they need a little bit more to get over the hump and actually win the Super Bowl. But I could be wrong. Maybe they are the best team in the league, and injuries just hid that last year.
Now, look, I don't think Lance is a future project. Though, again, if I were running
the team,
and I'm not running the team, I would start with Jimmy, and I would have Lance the quarterback by the bye week. That's what I would do. I think that's a sensible way to do it. And my guess is there's some very smart people there. My guess is they're going to be doing something like that.
Okay. And you have also said in the past that when they do eventually make Lance the starter, you would like to move Jimmy, right?
No question.
Okay.
No question. At that point, you move him.
Well, when they do that, then they'll save money, and it'll be before the trade deadline. They can make another move. even if they don't trade Jimmy Garoppolo before week 1, they can still make moves and go all in at the deadline, like baseball teams do. They can do it. So when I say they're not all in yet, they could do it. They're one move away. And who's just, even you say, if they make the switch at the bye week, they could make some moves.
Absolutely. Okay. That seems to me, I'm going to use the word prudent. My face is getting red. It's hot down here.
Yeah, I'm sweating here. Yeah, I want to say one more thing. We have this whole thing on who starts week 1. It doesn't ultimately matter if it's week 1, week 2, week 7. It's fun to argue, but I do think it's fair if the Niners decide not week 1, week 3, not week 1, week 5. That's okay. That's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In effect, betting over week 1 is an artificial bet.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, Iggy. I really want those Cracker Jacks.
Me too. I want the bottle of wine too. I'm going to drink the bottle of wine and eat the Cracker Jacks at the same time because they pair well.
They pair well. Do they still have a little?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding? You can't. Yes, the guy comes with a little thing.
Okay.
Sean says Nick's uncle was #1 pick. Also, sup Grant married his dad. Ooh.
What happened?
I don't know, but yeah, he was #1 pick too. I think. I don't know. Sean always goes crazy at the end of the. But it was good to talk to him. Chris says, "Love that bet. I love Cracker Jacks. Never enough peanuts in them, though." That's true. It's a lot of sugar, but
I like the sugar.
I like the sugar too. I like the sugar. It's a very baseball-y snack, though. I think of it, but it's okay. Shiv Noor says, "Could you compare Lance and Cap's top speed, agility, athleticism for fans who can visualize Lance's ability with the last mobile quarterback?" Yes. I think they both have similar top speed. They're both about 6'4" with long strides. Lance has been clocked at 21 miles an hour, which is very freaking fast. The difference is Kaepernick was pretty linear in his running, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
This guy can change gears. He can juke. He's more athletic. Also, what sticks out to me is just his throwing mechanics are so much better. They have similar arm strength. This guy has a quicker release, and he goes through his progressions. I think he's more interested in playing quarterback the conventional way than Kaepernick ever was. So that's the difference.
I don't think Kaepernick saw past the first read, Iggy.
No, he didn't. This guy does. Remember, Kaepernick was a 24-year-old senior from Nevada the Niners drafted in round 2. This is a 21-year-old who never lost a game in college, who got drafted with the 3rd pick. They're not the same level of talent.
That's
this guy's way better.
Yeah.
Sacramento Mike says we are all in on the future. Jimmy is gone next year, freeing up $27 million so we can re-sign all the 1-year contract key players this coming off season. That's true. Okay. All right. You're on my dad's side on that one then. I take it back. I didn't mean to say that your favorite team is.
I like these bets.
Gabe says worst player at each position. Maybe make that video soon. Okay. Yeah. Let me get back to you on that because that'll take a little thought and some snark. So I'll come back. Worst player at each position.
But you know what? Could I say something about that?
Yeah.
That's kind of negative.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to say something.
That's true.
I'm an older man, and I might have gone for that when I was younger. They're starting the season. Yeah. I don't think you need to kick them in the groin before the season even starts. Maybe later on.
That's wisdom.
I mean, it's a good topic, but I don't like it for now.